All right, good afternoon and welcome to News Now, where we tell you all the stories that have been making headlines so far. My name is Hibaq. To start us off, President William Ruto has fired back in response to remarks made by former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, emphasizing that no region in Kenya should be left behind in development. Speaking in Garissa during the launch of the Nyota program, President Ruto affirmed that his administration is committed to ensuring that development reaches all Kenyans without discrimination. His comments are seen as a direct reply to Gachagua's concerns that some regions in the country have been marginalized economically and underdeveloped. Ruto stressed that his government's focus is on eliminating that perception by implementing projects equitably across the country.
Munaona kuna watu wanapiga makelele mingi. Wakisikia na kuja Northern Kenya, wanaanza nduru. Kwa sababu wanashangaa. Walikuwa wananiuliza, wewe, mbona unapatia nafasi nyingi kwa watu wa Northern Kenya? Leo wananiuliza, mbona watu wa Northern Kenya wana benefit kwa Nyota program? Kwani watu wa Northern Kenya si wa Kenya? Under the bottom-up economic transformation program, we are going to lift everybody, and no person, no region, no community, no religion is going to be left behind. We are going to work together as one nation.
Now, new details have emerged in the Scarlett Wahu murder case as investigating officer Alex Chokera testified on Wednesday at the High Court. Chokera told the court that CCTV footage from the apartment building has been observed, and individuals running away from the premises. Further analysis revealed that the man had occupied the house where the body was found. According to Chokera, the Airbnb owner told investigators that the unit had been booked by John Matara, the murder suspect.
I was able to interview the watchman of the neighboring.
Before you interviewed the neighbor, did Florence tell you how John Matara got to book the house?
Yes, you are wrong.
Yes, how? Can you explain to court?
John Matara was referred to her by another business lady who also owns a B&B, because the one who referred her to him and no vacancy in her house.
Now, researchers from the Kenya Medical Research Institute, KEMRI, have sounded an alarm over the growing number of newborns susceptible to Bacillus pneumoniae, a bacteria that is resistant to antibiotics. This despite the limited treatment options for the neonates.
What we've noticed with neonates is that when they're admitted in hospital, especially the ones who are born preterm or the ones who are low birth weight and have to be kept in hospital and doctors examine them until they reach certain milestones and then they are released, we've noticed that they are highly susceptible to bacteria. Unfortunately for the neonates, the bacteria that they are encountering within the hospital environment is highly resistant. So we have used drugs before, as Amy has talked about, to treat infections. But then we have created the problem of AMR. So what we are finding when we look at these neonates is that they are getting infected with bacteria that is actually very difficult for the doctors to treat. And there are very limited options for them. So we have done a study looking at neonates in different public hospitals in Kenya, and there's one bug that particularly comes across as the most leading, and I think probably you've had it in the news. It's called Klebsiella pneumoniae.
As the country nears the campaign period, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, NCIC, has urged social media users to exercise restraint and avoid hate speech. The Commission has launched an initiative to promote social cohesion and gender equality across several counties. Speaking during an interview, NCIC Deputy Director Oliver Matet said new guidelines and the National Action Plan Against Hate Speech will promote responsible online engagement and peace. This is aimed to target bloggers, journalists, civil society and county officials. Barnabas Esunyen, Chief Officer for Cohesion in Isiolo County, welcomed and supported the move.
Kwa wale wanatumia sana social media, Tumeona mara nyingi tunatumia maneno machafu kupitisha ujumbe. Labda ujumbe inaweza kuwa mzuri, lakini vile maneno unavyotumia ni maneno ya kuchochea, kutukana na kudehumanize watu wengine. So ni amana kwanza kuelezea kwamba wale wako active kwa social media ama digital space wawe very careful.
Comes to matters prosecution, of course we hand over to the office of the deputy or DPP, where the process is completed from there. So I would want to demystify the fact that probably we are saying that we are just a threat, we come out to a toothless institution. I don't think that NCIC is a toothless institution, because we implement the law to the letter and we work very closely with other government institutions.
And Hotpoint Appliances Kenya has officially awarded winners of its Dream Big, Win Bigger campaign during a grand prize ceremony held at its headquarters in Nairobi. The festive promotion, which ran from the 5th of December of 2025 to January the 18th of this year, rewarded customers who shopped at its retail outlets and online platforms. 3 winners each received 300,000 shillings in an annual school fees, while other top prizes include home appliances worth 1 million Kenyan shillings and a fully paid trip for 2 to Singapore. According to the company's CEO, the introduction of school fees as a prize category reflects Hotpoint's commitment to giving back and unlocking possibilities for families.
Every year, Hotpoint does a campaign over Christmas, and this year what we did differently that was unique was 3 of our grand prizes was school fees. And our team is getting younger and younger at Hotpoint, and many of us have young children, and we really understand the impact of education and sometimes the burden that school fees has on parents. So the winners, it's based on a raffle. Everyone who purchased at a Hotpoint store got raffle tickets based on the value of the purchase they made. Then we had a big grand draw, which was done live.
When it comes to brand, education always plays a very important role. So sponsoring is one thing, but we always wanted to, take some good initiatives, give back to the society.
This year we wanted to do something different, not only for appliances, but give back to our Kenyan community and how we can grow the education within the country.
Now, the government has outlined a series of reforms aimed at modernizing the public service. Officials say civil servants are now receiving mental health support through trained workplace champions, while payroll systems have been automated to curb irregularities. The youth-focused Nyota program has reportedly reached more than 121,000 participants nationwide. Under the Social Health Authority, the government says eligible Kenyans can access medical cover, including specialized treatment such as organ transplants. Meanwhile, the Kenya Revenue Authority has reinstated the nil return option for single-income earners.
Look at the Nyota program. We've now been able to do 44 counties, 1,360 wards, and we have been able to give over 2.5 billion shillings as a government to young people. And this week we are finalizing in Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera, 90 wards, the final lap. And we will, by the end of this exercise, reach out to 121,000 youth, up from 110,000, and 84 from each of the 1,450 wards in the country.
SHA works. SHA is real for all the government workers. We are the ones who get the money from your pay. We are the ones who send the money to SHA and ensure that Ministry of Health administrates that particular aspect. Nataka kuambia hivi, something that you did not know about SHA, sio kama NHIF.
Right. ODM party leader Oburu Oginga has sharply criticized a section of members of the party's National Executive Committee, accusing them of going against agreed party positions, despite being part of the organ responsible for deliberating and approving all party decisions. Speaking in Mombasa during a National Executive Committee meeting, Oburu urged members dissatisfied with the committee's resolutions to remain silent instead of fueling divisions that threaten party unity. His remarks come after Ruth Odinga, a member of the committee, appeared to back claims by Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, who has recently been missing the party meetings and reportedly defied ODM party decisions. The Siaya senator also dismissed the Azimio coalition's move to change its leadership, stating that ODM is a key partner in the coalition and must be consulted before any such decision is made.
I'm not very happy that when we pass resolutions here, some of the members of this committee, some of the members of the Central Committee, who are policymakers of this party, go out to say exactly the contrary of what we have agreed in committees. It is okay if other members of our party exercise democratic right to say what they like. But really it is not right for me as a party leader to go out and shout what was not agreed and what is my own personal view, and I go and say that it is my democratic right. If it is your democratic right, then there is chaos in the country. We cannot, democracy does not mean chaos. This party is a party like a club. When you join a club, you have to obey the rules of that club. You cannot disobey the rules of the club and you continue to pride yourself that I am the party leader of ODM and yet I contradict everything that ODM is saying officially. If you have anything that you agree with or you disagree with, this is a forum for you as a NEC. Raise those issues here. Let members decide. But once the members have decided, if you are in minority, the minority will have their right to say and the majority will have their way. That is the principle of democracy.
Right. Jane Gatwiri, the mother of a missing security analyst, Mwenda Mbijiwe, has told the High Court that powerful individuals within government may know the whereabouts of her missing son. Testifying before Justice Martin Muya, Gatwiri has said that the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua publicly claimed during the 2022 campaigns that Mbijiwe was being held by influential figures and promised to help secure his release. She recounted that Mbijiwe disappeared on June 12th of 2021 while traveling to Meru and never arrived after reporting him missing. Investigations allegedly identified 4 suspects, but she was later informed the file had been closed by high authorities. Gatwiri questioned why crucial information remains withheld and urged the court to compel a thorough, transparent probe. Respondents, however, have maintained that there is no evidence proving an abduction occurred. The hearing in the matter is on course.
My second born, Nicholas Bundi, reported at Kasarani police station. Now that Ruby was here last time, and he said that my brother's been abducted. Yes, but that when I tried all means to get my son in DCI, I said it is only the State House that I was not allowed to enter. But the other offices I went. I had no money. And every lawyer, even Mr. Dick, knew well wishes who helped just to hire him.
Let's get sporty. European football powerhouses Chelsea were forced to settle for a share of the spoils